This is just looking at the radiation patterns in 3 dimensions of the 291 marine antenna. The antenna goes from 450 MHz to 2.7 GHz. If you look at the screen pattern, the antenna would be in that orientation, the null, in other words, towards the top, and that beautiful omnidirectional characteristic all around the boat. And that's at 450 MHz, one of the new bands. You can see the gain not very high there, the gain is much higher at the other frequencies, but beautifully omnidirectional and very much adequate performance for this size antenna at those frequencies. That's already over that band, and I'll just skip to the 800 band, sort of midpoint 900 MHz. Once again, just note, perfectly omnidirectional, gain has moved up to about 4 dBi, but it's really that omnidirectionality associated with still a nice elevation beam pattern that's its characteristic. Top end of the GSM band 960 at 4.5 dBi gain, still perfectly omni. Just going to skip through some of the frequencies we don't use in GSM. There's 1700, gain has moved up to about 6 dBi gain, but note again how the omnidirectional nature is maintained, no nulls creeping in there going towards the side while keeping that broad elevation beam. If you go to 1900, that's in other words the top of the 1800 band, gain has moved to about 6.5 dB, omnidirectionality maintained. We then go to UMTS, that's 2.1 GHz, gain close to 7 dBi, but again quite nice and broad in elevation where tilting of the boat would affect the beam if it was too narrow or too squashed. 2.2, same characteristic at about 7 dBi. And then you can go all the way at 2.3, the Wi-Fi bands, just for interest, 7.5 dBi gain, still very omnidirectional, little ripples, but nothing that will affect you much. And then 2.5 to 2.7, there we sit at the top of 2.7, your gain have gone up to 8 dBi, but omnidirectionality still very much maintained in all cases. Omnidirectionality, clearly the most important thing, very difficult to maintain in a single antenna over such a wide frequency band. If you want MIMO, if it's LTE in other words, should use 2 of these, mounted at least 1 meter apart, but if it's 3-4 meters, even better. So mount them on either side of a boat or as far as you can get them apart to get ultimate increase in speed due to the MIMO performance.